What's going on, guys? BalorFan85 with a human smoke machine. Kevin, blacking out the screen there. Always a little bit of ambiance. We got another video coming. I think we've got another couple of videos to do, and then we're going to quit for the day. This is a video. I've had this belt for several years. This belt has been with me on some adventures. I love this belt. The story behind this belt, so we live in South Georgia. In Dallas, Georgia, Shawn Michaels was doing a book signing. And I didn't know it was a book signing. I just thought it was a signing at a Walmart. So I bought this belt. We drove 5 hours to meet him. We got in line, and turns out we couldn't get the belt signed because he was just signing books. So we got 2 books signed. Not far from where we live, Big Time Wrestling, which is a pretty good promotion. They were doing a show not far from here, and they had Ric Flair and Kevin Nash, Rock and Roll Express. So I took that opportunity to take the belt there, and I got it signed by Ric Flair and Kevin Nash to begin with. I then went to WrestleCon in Orlando and finally got Shawn Michaels to sign the belt. And then since then, it's been signed by Stone Cold Steve Austin, Bret Hart, Bob Backlund, Hulk Hogan, just a ton of people. So this belt is one of my prized possessions. I've been wanting to do a review on it.
Here's Ashley.
It's an Ashley sighting.
Very rare.
So I really wanted to get Kevin's perspective on this replica, just replica-wise, because I think it's a great replica. So with that being said, this is a WWE version Winged Eagle. And if you look to begin with, you got 4mm plates right there. This is a cast copy, which means they cast it from the real belt. So it's going to be supposed to be the same thickness. The belt weighs about 5 pounds, maybe 4 pounds. The globe, the blue and the gold mix, just like the tag team titles from this era, except in the tag team you have the red. On the real Winged Eagle, these sidebars are actually attached to the main plate. They're not here. They're just screwed in. The logos of, to me, this was a perfect wrestling belt back in the day.
It was.
I mean, it really was. And I really don't have any bad things to say about this replica.
Not so much bad things to say. Let's just get into the review first, and then I'll hit on that. It's a very good belt. I like the belt. This is probably my favorite side plate, and the only reason I say that is because this plate and this plate, the main one, are the only ones that aren't just solid gold. There's some kind of extra color that pops. From a distance, you really don't know what's going on in here. You don't know that this is the logo unless you're a belt enthusiast or you've seen the belt close up before. If this is your first time seeing it, I'm holding it right here, you're probably struggling to find out what's going on in here. I would have liked to see some other color to kind of show where things stop and start.
The IC title, the new IC title, where you had the logo was black in the background and the grapplers were white or black outline.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah. I would definitely like to see some kind of outlining or anything like that, just to show legibility, to show what's going on the plate. But with that aside, if you do get a chance to look at the plate, they are beautiful plates. They do look really nice. I would just like to see some kind of other color in there. With going into the sidebars right here, it just, to me, they look like big parentheses.
I think if they were attached, like the real belt, I think it would have been a little bit better.
And I'm not taking anything away from this. Let me go ahead and say this is one of my favorite WWE championships. This was the last one you had right before you started getting into those big, ungodly, just huge, massive things. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Well, as a matter of fact, the one right after this was considered massive. one of the best titles ever with the Big Eagle.
Yeah, and I mean that was the first big one. I mean look at your Super Bowl rings. They started out as just glorified class rings, and now you've got like the
diamonds everywhere.
You've got Jupiter on your ring finger. It's ridiculous. But I mean there's nothing wrong with being flashy and stuff like that. But I really like craftsmanship and design, like the eagle. That's a lot better to me than just a big W. Once again, the grapplers over here, I feel like they're kind of lost because it just blends with the plate. Back to what I was saying about these. I like them. They look good. But if I had my choice, I'd like to see rivets or grommets.
I can see that.
Like 3 here, like almost like your NXT titles have. I would probably prefer to see grommets on there. Just because there's so much gold going on up until you get to this plate. From here back, it's just solid gold, nothing else. Those grommets, yeah, they're gold, but they have that black top on it, and it provides contrast. It provides a little flair in a very small way. I'd like to see grommets instead of those. That's just my personal preference. When you get to the main plate, same as the side plates. They have the black here. They got the blue on the globe and the black to separate the letters, but you kind of lose the logo. You kind of lose yourself in finding the grapplers. And here's the thing. We've done a lot of belts with eagles on them. We've done a lot of belts that had birds on them and stuff like that. This is probably my favorite eagle on any belt. However, it's the most lackluster for the simple fact, and I'm not taking anything away from the belt, it's all just a big gold plate. Like if the inlays of the feathers were outlined in black and the eagle had maybe a red tongue or something like that right there over
the white head for the
or the white head, just something to tell you where it starts and stops.
I can see that definitely.
That's my only gripe with this belt. Once again, it is one of my favorite belts, and I hate the fact that it's not in my collection. I went on a huge belt buying spree where I woke up one day, I had no belts. I woke up one day and I had 4. The next day I had 9. The next day I'm up to 16 now, and I regret not buying this one. Personally, I wanted on the blue strap, the Ultimate Warriors. The Ultimate Warriors just amazing.
And that's a good thing about this. WWE Shop has this version on a black strap, and they also have one on a
blue, yellow, and purple.
Well, no, they don't have the yellow and the purple on WWE Shop. They have this one on the black strap and one on a. It's supposed to be a blue strap, but it was more of a teal strap. But
like this color,
maybe a little bit greener. But it's going to be the same quality, just a different color strap. Now, replica wise, let's get over here. You see, that's very basic toolbox. There's not much there. Get in here. You got the very shallow clamshell etching all the way around. Not really much to write home about. The plates are where it's at, because the plates, they're thicker. They're the cast. They're going to be about 4 millimeters. There's still not much to write home about. And look at this. There's absolutely no curve to this. Well, just a slight curve.
Just enough to say there's one there.
That's my biggest gripe with this belt.
My biggest, that's like, yeah, I can understand what he's saying. We're a fan of the curved belts. Like I said, now that it's up closer and you can see it, these right here almost look like music notes to me.
I can see it from here. I can't tell what they are from right here.
Like jumbled up music notes. Like the one that's at the beginning, and then what's that thing called, like a G clef or something like that. I don't know, but it almost looks like jumbled up music notes, almost like you're watching an old anime cartoon and they're playing jazz music, and it's up in like the thought bubbles and stuff. It looks like jumbled up music notes. And once again, I just wish there was some kind of color separating what's going on in this plate. Normally you see black or white or something like that to offset. Because from back here, when I first showed it, it's kind of hard to see what's going on. I get it up here, now you know there's a logo, you know there's 2 grapplers. This is supposed to be like ambient light coming through and whatever these are. Music notes is what I'm going to call them from now on. Once again, one of my favorite belts. I love it. I really do, and I want it. It's at the top of my list to get. I just wish the plates were more legible.
And if you're a stickler and you don't want the WWE logo, they do, back in the day, in the early 2000s, they made the WWF logos. The bad thing is those are 2 millimeters unless you went to an Ultra Deluxe or a Master Series. A Master Series was around $1,000. I think now they're going from $1,500 to $2,000. So as far as winged eagle quality, this is probably the best quality you're going to get.
Yeah.
The bad thing is you're going to trade that for a WWE logo instead of a WWF. I'm happy with it as far as what it is. Now, I got it for a reason. I wasn't really, this is one of my favorite belts, but I wasn't really looking for it to be in the collection. The only reason I got it was, because we were going to get it signed. But now I'm glad I got it. Would I recommend buying it? Yes. But I would recommend waiting for one of those good sales. I wouldn't pay full price for this belt. I mean, I'm
as much as I love this belt, it just loses me in the legibility of the side plates. Like I said, until you get to this main plate, you don't have any color contrast. You don't have anything like, if it wasn't for the blue, would you honestly know that that's a globe? If it wasn't for the blue, would you know where it started and stopped, where the eagle wings start and where they stop? I need some kind of color even if they left the eagle solid gold and put some color over here to show you where the end of the eagle wing is, or like right here and show you where the grapplers are, or the logo. And like I said in the previous videos, when you have a belt that you just really, really like, you start to nitpick and you start to put it under a microscope. I would love to have this belt. I would pay full price for this belt. I love this belt. Can't say it enough. I just wish the plates were more legible.
Hmm?
I want to be able to read a belt from a distance. I want to know what's going on, which is why I love the UK title. The UK title has a lot going on, and it's a lot of gold, but it's on a black background.
Mm-hmm.
The etching is inlaid with black paint. You can see where the chest piece starts and stops. You can see where the logo starts and stops. You can see where the side plates, they have that little accented swoosh on the side. The plate's black, that's gold. When you just put the same color across the board, I get it. Back during this time, your championship was big and it was gold and it was awesome. Knowing what we know about belts now, when you look at the cruiserweight, when you look at the NXT North American, when you look at anything Fandu's doing right now,
Mm-hmm.
you have those multicolored belts that the contrast off plays each other, and it just really shows you where the design starts and stops. With the way he's holding it right now, if you've never saw this belt before and you started this video right here at 12 minutes and 30 seconds, would you know that that's an eagle? Probably not. You might.
I think it would look, from here, it looks like angel wings are on the globe.
Yes.
Because
It's exactly.
you can't really notice.
Or it might even be might even be misconstrued as flames. Who knows? Would you know that that is the WWE logo? Would you know that those are grapplers? Would you know that these are bunched up music notes? Probably not. I need that level of contrast, in my opinion, is what can take a belt that is a solid 10. You remove that contrast, and now you're looking at like a 6 or a 5.
Mm-hmm. I will say this, though. This is the only belt I have, and I've literally had people walk up and want to take a picture with this belt just because of the prestige behind it. It's something, I literally just put it on my shoulder, and I'm looking at myself in the camera out there, and I just went back to the days seeing Shawn Michaels hold this belt, Bret Hart hold this belt, and not many replicas can do that.
I love the lineage of the belt. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
I love the belt itself. Like I said, there might be one or two other belts on above that. It's definitely in my top 5, possibly my top 3 that I want to get next. If there's 2 things I would change about this belt, give me some contrast in the plates and curve the center plate. But like I said, when you have a belt that you just love so much and you do these videos, you nitpick and you try to find things that are problems that aren't really problems to a lot of people. I mean, I've never heard you talk about the plates the way I have.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's not a big deal to him. It might be a big deal to me. I just want to be able to... My thing about a belt is when I see a belt for the first time across the room, I should be able to tell you, like the UK title, for example, if I've never seen one before, and now some guy across the room has it. Hey, there's a chest piece on that. There's a horse on that. There's the double stamped logo on that. It just... It cleans it up. It tightens things up. It just... It just makes it better in my opinion. And that's really all these videos are, is our opinions of belts. Trying to help you find out what belts you might want to get, what belts you don't want to get. And, you know, the things that look bad to us might look amazing to you. That's the great thing about these belts. You can customize them. You can change them. You can do literally whatever you want. Just, in my opinion, I would add some contrast to the plates.
So that being said, I think we're both saying buy this belt. Because, I mean, it's a good quality. I'd say get it on sale there. You can catch it on Black Friday sale. You can probably get this belt for under $300.
I say it's a 4-star belt.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably the most lackluster review I think we've done because we both love the belt, but
out of the love we have for it, we hold it in such a higher standard. If we didn't love this belt so much, we wouldn't care as much. The things that we nitpick, we probably wouldn't, because when you have higher expectations for a belt, it's exactly that. You have higher expectations for it. This belt literally sits on top of the pinnacle of wrestling to me. I mean, I think it's second only, in my opinion, it's second only to the NWA Dome Globe Championship. And that one has a level of contrast in the plates. It's got the flags. It's got the black inlay. It's got the two little rhinestones that really just make it pop. And that is where it pulls away from this one, in my opinion. But it's a great belt. Love the belt. I would jump on this belt in a heartbeat. Get the belt. 100% get the belt. But those are just my opinions on what I would change.
We hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. I think we got one more video we're probably going to do for today, and then we're going to shut it down for a little bit.
And this one's going to be a real treat for you guys.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to do this. So, again, like, comment, subscribe.
Final thoughts, belts gets a thumbs up. Definitely a thumbs up.
Leave some comments down. Tell us what you think, and we'll go from there. We'll see you guys down the road.